listening to the Apollo Podcast Network. 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to the Apollo Podcast Network. Today's the first episode of a new series we're starting called Before They Go. Every month, our beloved movies leave our beloved streaming services, and we're here to let y'all know which ones y'all should watch before they go.
Yeah.
So here we got
That's the name of the show.
So we're each going to go down the line talking about a movie we would like for everyone to see before it leaves, alongside honorable mention. So we have this board, and our fellow film fella, Dex, is going to go first.
Yeah.
Well, also, we should start out with our honorable mentions. I feel like we should get those out of the way.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
All right,
So, well, since Dex is going first, say your honorable mention before you go, and then you can flip your board.
All right. Let's do that.
So what's your honorable mention?
So my honorable mention is on Hulu, leaving March 31st at the end of this month. It's King of Staten Island. It's a Pete Davidson movie. Pete Davidson has been in the news recently. You've probably heard. But he's a very funny man. And he made a great movie called King of Staten Island. Nobody watched it. Came out in the middle of the pandemic when nobody was going to the movies to see anything at all.
Yeah.
But it's semi-autobiographical. It's a little bit of his life story about being from Staten Island and just, being a ne'er-do-well and hanging out with his juvenile buddies. And it's hilarious. It's comedy gold. You've seen it.
Yeah, I love it.
I've seen it as well, man.
Yeah, you've seen it as well.
Yeah, it's really good.
We got a one-take podcast episode of it. Go check that out in the archives.
Absolutely.
But, yeah, that movie is very, very funny, supremely underrated. Not a lot of people have seen it.
Yeah.
It's actually on HBO. It's not on Hulu. I lied. It's on HBO Max.
HBO Max. Yeah.
Now, until March 31st. So go check that out on HBO Max. No extra cost while you still can.
Absolutely.
All right, hell yeah.
But the big movie that was number one for me that I think everyone should see before it leaves this month.
What you got there?
Dramatic music.
Holy hell.
We got Judy leaving Hulu on March 25th. Very important that everyone go see this movie while it's still on Hulu. It's about Judy Garland. It's a biopic starring Renee Zellweger. Why is Renee Zellweger important? She's from Katy, Texas.
Katy, Texas.
Do you know where I'm from? I'm from Katy,
Texas.
So it's very, very important to me that Renee Zellweger, Katy, Texas' own Renee Zellweger, she won the Academy Award for Best Leading Actress for this movie. So it is a very important historical artifact. If you're repping Katy, Texas like your boy, or just the Houston area in general, it's very important that we support our own. All right? So go on Hulu, watch our queen. She delivers a very, scarily accurate performance of Judy Garland. It's about her very rough upbringing as a child, who was very famous, and, all the things that entailed.
Yeah.
She has a drug addiction that she overcomes, and it's a lot.
Oh, spoilers.
It's a lot.
I'm just kidding. It's history. Go read a book.
Yeah, y'all know Judy Garland was on drugs. She was, kids.
A lot of
all
them,
right?
yeah.
Sorry for the spoilers.
Sorry.
Life ain't sweet all the time.
That's a life spoiler.
Right?
Hey, it ain't all fucking shit ain't always sweet.
Shit ain't always sweet. It's not all fucking yellow brick roads, all right?
Yeah.
Sometimes shit is hard out here.
Fuck.
The movie, some of it is very, very sad, but it's also some very delightful musical moments and stuff like that in there too. Anyway, it's really, really good. You should watch it. She won the award for a reason. Check it out. Judy, leaving Hulu March 25th.
Hell yeah.
All right.
All right, we'll let
I'm
know.
up next here. And while I'm writing this, I'll try to do both at once.
It's going to look bad.
It's going to look terrible.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Bad, Mr. Bad Handwriting.
What?
No pressure.
Yeah, seriously. Oh, sorry. So my honorable mention, it is bad now, damn it, is 16 Candles. It is one of those Brat Pack movies from the 80s. You've probably seen it. If you haven't seen it, that's why I'm you got to check this out. Molly Ringwald. It's Anthony Michael Hall. The great cast.
What's it on?
That's a name.
Anthony Michael Hall. Weird Science, Anthony Michael Hall.
Sure.
You seen Breakfast Club?
I have seen
The
Breakfast Club.
nerd.
Oh, yeah. Why did you
that
say
kid.
that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry, the nerd from Breakfast Club, if you didn't. And I believe it's on Hulu. So go check it out there. It's phenomenal. And Jake Ryan is the main, cool guy in the movie. And he's sick. You know what I mean? I get why. Those guys are I totally understand it. That's how I am with Brad Pitt. But my movie.
Okay. Let's continue.
The movie I'm picking is Evil Dead 2,
Hot damn.
directed by Sam Raimi, who is pretty soon going to be directed, and it's coming out soon. The Multiverse of Madness from Marvel. Very talented guy, very, very talented. You probably know he made all the Spider-Man movies as well. Tobey Maguire's, I mean. It's interesting because this movie, as an adult, if you watched it, you probably wouldn't think it's very scary. You'd think it's more silly because it is. There's a lot of goofy moments in this movie. But when I was a young lad, I watched this movie, and there's something about the shitty, visual effects that they made. I think this movie came out in like 82, maybe 81. It just looks awful, but that's what scared me.
It's the practical effects.
The practical effects they use are terrifying, and it's so fun. Bruce Campbell as Ash. Everyone loves Ash. Everyone likes Ash from the Evil Dead movies, and he's just too likable. He's a cool guy, and he has a chainsaw on his fucking arm and kills things with it, and his hand tries to kill him. There's so much crazy stuff that's happening. Not to spoil anything, but there's a lot of plot twists. There's a lot of turns, and the ending leads to the last film in one of the best trilogies ever. Also, I will say the first Evil Dead is leaving too, but Evil Dead 2 is better. So yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Evil Dead 2.
Groovy.
Yeah, groovy.
I love Evil Dead 2. You started talking about your childhood. I didn't know we were going to talk about that kind of stuff. That's for another video for me.
It's a little bleak.
Yeah, yours is a different story.
Were you on that Judy Garland life?
From what I've heard, he's had an interesting one for sure.
All right. So both of my movies, my honorable mention, my actual movie, are both leaving Hulu March 31st. My honorable mention is Shanghai Noon with Jay Chan and Owen Wilson.
You call him Jay Chan.
Jay Chan.
Did you call him Jay Chan?
Because that's the homie.
It's his name.
It's Jay Chan.
You say his name.
All right. Jackie Chan. Such a talented guy. I think Jackie Chan is one of the most underrated movie stars of all time.
Excuse you, also Owen Wilson. Wedding Crashers.
That's insane.
Married
That's insane. It's insane that you would talk over my thing. I let you talk.
Respect.
That's insane.
Anyways,
both are in it. It's like a comedy, kung fu comedy set in Western times, in the old Wild West. Owen Wilson's super funny in it. Jackie Chan's always funny, doing his own stunts, fighting people with ladders, or all the crazy shit that he does. Super funny movie. I watched it as a kid all the time. So I did bring up my childhood thing.
there we go. Yeah, right.
Yeah, I good time. Go watch it. My actual movie, it's leaving Hulu March 31st. Like I said before, it's David Lynch's Blue Velvet, and I didn't want to get all like weird film boy. I don't want to get all weird film boy, but man, how could you not? This movie is hypnotic. It is daring. It is haunting, chilling. It is all these kind of things because it's David Lynch. He's a freaky weird guy. Colin McLaughlin, Laura Dern,
The Queen.
oh
Yeah,
shoot, what's his
absolutely.
name?
Vice Admiral Holdo.
What's his name? Oh man, Dennis Hopper. They're all in it. They give out weird, crazy performances. It's just it's not for the faint of heart. It's not for everybody. But if you're into
it's definitely
experimental, weird, and like kind of scary movies, Blue Velvet. I can't really go into it much without giving away plot points, but just know it's like a weird Lynchian, almost horror suspense mystery, and I love it. It's one of my favorite movies ever. I highly recommend it if you really want to like get deep into it. But yeah. These are all the movies before they go.
Before
they go.
Get a close up on that. Those are the three.
Yeah. And before you go, make sure you hit the description so you can just look at a full list of everything.
Yeah,
leaving all the streaming services in case we didn't talk about something that's leaving.
Sorry
that you might care about.
Sorry we didn't talk about Step Brothers. That's leaving. Talking about 21 Jump
lot of
Street.
movies
I Am Legend. There's a bunch that are leaving. Okay, these are just the ones that we really like and we really want y'all to watch before they go. Yeah. So, where can they find everyone on the Twitter and the Instagram?
You can follow me on Twitter at Outlaw Noah and on Instagram at The Outlaw Noah.
You can follow me on Twitter at Lord Dex Hinton, and you can follow me on Instagram at Lord Hinton.
All right. Garrett Has Fun, Instagram and Twitter. And, Hey, I had a good time. Let me do that again. Hey, the Film Fellas had a great time, and we'll see y'all next time.